So what's up, guys? So I just made a video going over the car itself, and as I said, I'm gonna make this video about why I'm not buying another car from Carvana. This will be probably a long video, so I want to go ahead and get that out of the way. It might be almost 20 minutes long because there's a lot of stuff I have to talk about, because there's a lot of shit that's happened in the past month, because that's about how long I've been dealing with them so far. So anyways, so as everybody knows, obviously I got this car yesterday, which was the 17th of Sunday. I was supposed to get it on the 5th originally, but I didn't get it because supposedly there was a chip or a crack in the windshield that prevented me from getting the car. But the thing that kind of pisses me off is nothing was done to the windshield. Okay, so I was expecting to get this car on Tuesday, and I would have been leaving that Saturday to go on vacation, and I could not drive it because they would not give it to me. And I know this car sat for 2 weeks and did not get touched. I called yesterday, and the person I talked to couldn't really understand him. He didn't speak very good English, and he didn't understand what I was trying to ask. He didn't really tell me what I needed to know. I just want to know why my car sat for 2 weeks, didn't have the windshield replaced, repaired, whatever. There's a small rock chip in the windshield that I feel is not enough to warrant getting replaced, because you can see it right there. It's this right here where my finger is. That's it. That's all that they stopped me from getting the car for, because there's no other signs that it's been repaired anywhere. There's no other signs that it's been replaced, because it's the factory windshield. Because you can see that's the Lincoln emblem. That is the factory windshield that came in this car. So this car sat for 2 weeks. I didn't get it. I had to let it sit at their dealership, wherever the fuck it was. It didn't get messed with. It didn't get looked at. It didn't have anybody come out to do it. Nobody called me saying, hey, your windshield's been replaced. I never got paperwork, emails. Supposedly, Carvana put in with their third-party company that, I guess, to have the windshield fixed or whatever. And it wasn't fucking done. I was told it was going to be finished by the time I'd get the car back, but it was never done. Because I know that I've probably told this story, but I got to tell it all so that way everybody knows everything. So I was supposed to get it on Tuesday, which is the 5th. And then the guy called me with that was the tow truck driver, or the whatever the fuck you want to call him, that was supposed to bring me the car, and said, hey, on doing the final inspection on your car, we found a chip or a crack within the line of sight. Legally, we can't give it to you. So what do you want to do? And he was like, it'd be fixed, blah, blah, blah. And the next day we could get it out to you is next Tuesday, which was the 12th, which was last week, which is ironic because I actually called them, but I'll get into that in a minute. And he also found that the little thing right here, this little door, was broken. It's still fucking broken. It's not fixed. So that was supposed to be fixed. The windshield was supposed to be fixed. It wasn't. So I waited 2 weeks to get this car just for it to not have anything done to it. And then yesterday, when I was supposed to get the car, and I called Tuesday, as I said, so I'll go to that too. I called last Tuesday, which was the 12th, while I was at a family member's house while I was on vacation, and I had some free time. I wanted to check and see if they saw that the car has been replaced. I mean, if the windshield's been messed with, if somebody's done something. Like, I want to know, because I'm not trying to get the car and, it not be finished, or I have to go take it to somebody. And as you can see, nothing's been fucking done. And they're like, oh, well, no, we can't really see if anything's been done. They said if they gave you the appointment they gave you, it's more than likely that they'll have it done before then, blah, blah. So, obviously, that was a fucking lie. And I can't go by what they tell me because they don't know any fucking thing. So, that's the first issue. And then yesterday, I was supposed to get the car brought to me, and it was brought to me. But the guy called me saying, hey, unfortunately, I can bring you your car, but I'm not able to tow it or haul it because my hauler is down for maintenance or having maintenance done to it or whatever, and we're short on trucks, so I have to drive it to you. So I'm not happy about that either, because if that was what I had to do, or if that's what had to be done, I could have just went and drove that other piece of shit to get this car and saved the $400 that was added to the total price of the car for them to deliver it to me. Granted, he delivered it to me, but it wasn't delivered on the back of a tow truck like it should have been. And then, for one, all these wheels on this car are beat to hell and back. That's another thing that apparently nobody noticed. I don't understand how you check cars and you don't notice this kind of shit. And I had to clean the windshield again because they can't clean anything worth a fuck, because you can even see it inside the door on the door panels. Like, you can see where somebody wiped it and there's smears all over it. And then you can see that one over there, there's smears all over it. Like, I don't know why people hire these motherfuckers that say that they can clean and they can't clean worth a damn. And then, like, the windshield, you can't, I don't know if y'all can see it, but I can see it. Yeah, you can see streaks on the inside of the glass. Not the windshield, but the glass. But yeah, all the wheels look like this. Okay, you can see where somebody tried to paint it and they didn't know what they were doing. This is the only valve stem cap that I've seen that doesn't have paint and primer on it. As I said in the last video, I've already called about getting these wheels refinished. It'd be about $650 to have all the wheels redone. They'll take the tires off the wheel. They'll take the valve stems out, the tire pressure sensors, everything. They'll knock the weights off. They'll clean them. They'll, sandblast them, paint them, or they'll be powder coated. And then, I'll be off to the races, and they'll be covered for 5 years. So if anything happens, they'll be refinished with no issue. And they'll rebalance and mount the tires for me also. But anyway, they all look like this. I mean, it's got nice tires on it, so that's good. But still, they all look like shit. They only show 1 or 2 imperfections in the fucking imperfections list, and they don't show everything. They don't show some of the scratches. They don't show all the wheels being beat to fuck. They don't show that that thing was broken. Like, I don't understand. It's not hard to do what you're supposed to do. And I mean, this car was misidentified as having the adaptive cruise control, and it doesn't have it. But that got dealt with, so whatever. And then I opened the car door yesterday because he parked it right where my stepdad's car was, because he wasn't here. And he was back here fiddle fucking around with his iPad and his paperwork. And I opened the door and I see that's broken. This thing right here. This is broken. Like, I don't understand. Like, I don't get it. Why is this broken? Because you can see somebody tried to glue it back on, or tried to tape it or do something. So that's another problem. So that's got to be fixed by somebody. And I can go by and I can get there. I can let Carvana pay for everything and all that. But I have to go take my car to somebody, let it sit, let them diagnose it, and then send out the claim to the company. And that's going to take too fucking long. I need my car. I don't have another vehicle to drive. So I'm just going to go and buy the shit myself and fix it. And then I'm just going to wash my hands with Carvana completely. Obviously, I'll still make my payments on the car because I have to. But as far as anything else, I'm not reaching out to this company for anything. I mean, the MKZ had a bunch of issues that weren't addressed. I mean, the guy that got the car, I'm assuming he saw them all. I don't really give a shit, to be honest. Everything I've said in my phone calls that I've called people about, they're all recorded. So, if I have to, I'll call again today to try to find somebody that speaks actual English that's American that can try to tell me why the car wasn't messed with. Because I could have had this car 2 weeks ago if they were going to do this shit. I could have drove this, had fun with it, been fine with it, and all that. But no, it had to sit for 2 weeks wherever the fuck it was and didn't get touched, didn't get thought about, didn't get looked at up until yesterday. So that's kind of annoying. And I'll even call them and tell them, like, this will probably be the last car I buy from you guys. There's nothing y'all can do now to fix it unless y'all just give me the money to fix all this shit, because I'm not using y'all's company to do this, because I'll have to leave my car with them and I need my car. And a lot of this stuff should have been taken care of already. So I don't understand what's so difficult. And like they were saying that the company that handles all their outside claims as far as like paint and body work or paint and body bullshit, all the issues that you find that's cosmetic or whatever, they're supposed to reach out like within 24 hours or whatever. And I haven't gotten a call or an email yet. So somebody either didn't do their job or, they're full of shit. So yeah. I understand that this is a used car. I want to get that clear. I do get that this is a used car, but when people buy used cars at a dealership, you know, they expect them to be taken care of a little bit more than this. They expect the refurbish and all that to be a little bit better than it is. Like, some companies would have went out of their way to get these wheels refinished, or found another set of wheels, put the tires on them, would have made it look nice. They would have found the interior pieces that needed to be replaced or fixed. They would have done all that stuff. They would have actually found somebody that knows how to clean a vehicle, you know, and all that shit. So, you know, it's not hard. I don't get why they can't do it. They just got lazy ass bums that work there, I guess. I mean, because the MKZ was a perfect example of that, because all the shit that was wrong with it shouldn't have been wrong with it to begin with. So, I mean, it is what it is. I can't do anything else now. This is it. I mean, I can't go to another car. This is what I'm stuck with. So, I mean, I'm not unhappy that I got the car. I like the car just fine. But, you know, all the issues and all the bullshit and all the hoops I've had to jump through, it ain't for me. I'm not going through Carvana again. I don't care if somebody that they have worked for them sees this video and says, hey, we need to reach out to you. Why are you talking about us like this? I mean, y'all got the recordings. Go listen to the recordings. Go look at the vehicle that I just sent back to y'all yesterday. I mean, it speaks for itself. I don't have to say a word. I've already said everything. It's all supposedly been documented. So, you know, do what y'all need to do. And then another thing is, one of the people that I talked to, when I was trying to get this car back, and I was trying to find another car after I was trying to get rid of the MKZ, she told me that she couldn't be on the phone any longer than she was. We were on the phone for almost 2 hours, and that's not true. Even other people that worked there said, yeah, that's not true. She shouldn't have told you that. Yeah, I know. I mean, if you're just trying to get me off the phone, then that's fine. I'll make sure that I say it to another person that that's not professional. You don't tell a customer, hey, I can't be on the phone much longer. That's not how that works. You're on the phone until we get my shit solved and figured out. And then if you can't solve it, then I'm just done with the company. I mean, that's pretty much it. I mean, I'll just wash my hands. So, anyway, so yeah, I'm going to call and let them know that about, you know, I'm not really trying to do anything else with them. This will be the last car I buy, because I've had to jump through way too many hoops. I've had to deal with so many problems in the past month, and this will be the last car I buy. So, yeah, so I hope y'all enjoyed. You know, you can use this for what you want. Carvana only sells used cars. They don't sell anything brand new. They might sell something that is fairly new that has like no miles on it, but it's still considered used because it's been registered already. Which, you know, if I have to get to that point, I'll just go buy something brand new, so that way I know that it's never been touched and anything like that. But yeah, so hope y'all enjoyed this video. You know, if you did, I appreciate you watching, all that stuff. And like I said, I know I'm bitching a lot, but you know, I expect these cars to be what they say they are, and then when I get them and they're not, and they haven't done what they're supposed to do, you know, I kind of get a little pissy. You know, it's to be expected. So it is what it is. Everybody has their opinion. I really don't care. So there you go. So like I said, hope y'all enjoyed, and I'll see y'all later.